best man who told me that he wanted me to fill in that spot, and I was really honored for that. I'm not very much of a public speaker. I'm not really into that whole sentimental stuff, but I've known LSL since we're 14 in high school. I mean, from fist fights to all kinds of other good stuff that we were getting in trouble in during high school. We ended up moving in together later on in life. We were roommates for a good while. We had a lot of good times, a lot of drinks, a lot of other adventures that we had.
Ow!
Eventually, we kind of started going into our own. And my Delano people over there. We had a lot of good times, and then there was times where we're kind of going through some tough times too. Eventually, we ended up moving out. He ended up getting his own place, and then he ended up getting diagnosed with cancer, and he had a rough time with that. And I knew that he had met somebody that had fulfilled that side of him where he wanted to. He needed that, and I hadn't really had much time to spend with Mary, but I'm really glad that LaSalle met her. I don't know, I try to fill in that spot as a friend, and he would always told me that, hey, she's got it, so I don't even have to worry about that. And I knew she did. I knew he was in good hands. It was a tough battle, and he got through it. But there was a few stories that I had prepared that I was gonna share with him. I mean, he's a very loyal guy, very, very loyal guy. From when, again, going back to our high school days, going back to our days when we got in trouble, he was always one of those guys that always had my back. I knew that no matter what, he would always be there for me, whether it was, us getting into fights or getting into other things like that. I always revert to that because it was always one of our top stories, but there was a lot of fights, and they know that. But anyway, I'm very honored and very glad to be here. I wish you nothing but the best. You guys make a very lovely couple, and I again, I'm not really much of a public speaker, but I love you, man. I really do. I really do, and I'm very glad you found somebody, found a soulmate, and I'm very glad to be involved in that situation or involved in that kind of thing. So I'm very glad to be here, and I'm very glad to pretty much have a friend now. So thank you very much.
Now we do have